America, I got up this morning and I unfortunately saw this in the subway. The media is terrified of this woman. Here's the point tonight. The media is trying to tear down Sarah Palin, and I have never seen a dog pile like this in the 30 years that I have done this business. And here's how I got there. I actually read the papers and watch the news. And here's what the New York Times had to say today. Her accomplishment was raising sales tax to build a hockey rink. She also sought to have books banned from the local library. That's an interesting turn there. Choosing Ms. Palin raises serious question about Mr. McCain's qualifications. Us Weekly joined in. Babies, lies, and scandal. The media and progressive women are asking, can Palin be the vice president and a mother? You know, it's funny. I don't remember anybody asking Joe Biden if he could be a father and a senator after his wife died and left two young sons for him to care for. No one has asked Barack Obama if he can be the father of two young girls while being president. This sort of double standard usually takes a few years to kick in, but it just took days with Palin. There's a sad but simple explanation for this. So, America, here's what you need to know tonight. Two things are happening. First, media establishment is pissed off. The Palin story has embarrassed them because they didn't see it coming. And the media is angry because they didn't get a chance to vet her. They get to decide the election, not you little people. And to pour salt in the wound, she's from Alaska, which for the media is, might as well be the moon. But secondly, the media is afraid of Palin because she can end Barack Obama and the progressive movement, I believe. Like Obama, she stirs up her party's ideological base, but she also excites Republicans and, I believe, Reagan Democrats who are looking for real reform, and it starts with your own party. Obama says he's not a Washington as usual kind of guy, but Palin actually isn't. Obama can't call her inexperienced because if she's too inexperienced to be vice president, then he certainly is too inexperienced to be president. To put it simply, she is Obama's kryptonite, and the media, it's driving them nuts. Jonah Goldberg is the author of Liberal Fascism and the editor of National Review Online, and you're at the party now, or at the convention right now. This Us Weekly, have you seen this yet, Jonah?
Yeah, no, I saw it.
First of all, who's the publisher of this? Do you know?
This is Jan Wenner's magazine. Jan Wenner is also the guy who owns Rolling Stone and has been doing the most hagiographic coverage of Barack Obama
for
over a year now. It means he's been a head past the sphincter suck-up of Barack Obama for a very long time now.
Wow. Okay. Here's what I said. Did you read the story?
Yeah, I read the highlights, yeah.
Did you read the other Palin controversies? Here's my favorite. Now remember, this is from an Obama supporter. Quote, iffy friends. She apparently has iffy friends. If you're an Obama supporter, are you bringing up shady friends?
Yeah, hey, look, I know. Look, there is no principle that the press, that Obama supporters, that the Obama campaign, that's been set up over the last 18 months about what is legitimate or illegitimate, right? I mean, what the rules are. Whatever the rules have been up until Sarah Palin was announced have all been thrown out the window. Every single thing that the Obama people said was illegitimate, out of bounds, not right, has all become the central attack on Sarah Palin. I used to be a media critic. I believe in liberal media bias, but I kind of got bored with that stuff. I have not been more outraged and disgusted with the groupthink feeding frenzy that we've seen over the last few days. It is disgusting. It is a scandal. 6 months, a year from now, there'll be all these pointy-headed little panel discussions at the Columbia Journalism School about how we went too far, about how, you know, we really lost all of our safety guards, and isn't it a shame? But hey, it's not that bad because Barack Obama is president. It's disgusting what's happening.
Okay, hang on. Let me show you something. This, America, took 18 months before you saw this on your television screen. Watch this.
And then wants us to sing God Bless America? No, no, no. Not God Bless America. God damn America. That's in the Bible for killing innocent people. God damn America.
Okay, media didn't seem to have a problem with that. Again, it took forever before they decided to expose that. Took 5 days for them to find this on Palin.
our national leaders are sending them out on a task that is from God. That's what we have to make sure that we're praying for, that there is a plan and that that plan is God's plan. So bless them with your prayers.
Okay. She's talking about our troops. What the media, I mean, who was it that said, oh, this is from NBC. Michael Levine said, it's pretty uncomfortable stuff. It's bad, really bad. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. All she's talking about is pray that there is a plan and that it is God's plan. In other words, your will, not mine. The media doesn't even begin to understand this.
Well, also, if you actually go and you look at what Barack Obama has said at various religious, forums, he has said explicitly that he's a believer in the social gospel, that Jesus tells him to endorse his welfare state policies, all these sorts of things, is the exact same sort of language, but worse, very theocratic stuff. He says that we can create a kingdom of heaven on earth if we follow his programs. The idea that somehow this stuff hasn't come out of, that Obama hasn't said, wanted to merge religion and politics is ridiculous. When he was a community organizer, his job was to politicize churches. But none of that is scary.
Yeah,
the double standards are enormous here.
Yeah, you know what's amazing is I did 3 hours today on the double standards on radio, and it's so easy. I mean, it's just, for instance, the problem again here from Michael Levine on NBC on this was that she's talking about we have to make sure we're finding God's will. Well, I don't need to I don't need to give you anything, but do you remember this picture, America, of Barack Obama at the wall? Remember that? And then his campaign okayed the release of the little prayer that he stuffed into the wall, and here's what it said, quote, Lord, protect my family and me, forgive me my sins, help me guard against pride and despair. Give me the wisdom to do what is right and just, and make me an instrument of your will. What is the difference, media?
Oh, look,
none.
It is bowel-stewingly angry-making. I mean, what Sarah Palin has shown up to be is she's a die marker of asininity, right? It's like you can tell who is just willing to make a fool out of themselves in defense of Barack Obama or out to get this Republican pro-life woman simply by this story. It is an amazing phenomenon that we're watching. So, it's going to be studied for a very long time.
Here's my theory, that the media and everybody who has been behind this clown show in the last couple of years where the truth doesn't matter, they know that Palin possibly, I'm not saying she is, but if she is who she says she is, and she is a true reformer, and can reform from the GOP from the inside, like she has the politics of Alaska, the progressive movement will be set back by 50 years. Because this woman could mean that Obama doesn't win the election. If Obama doesn't win, if you don't win with a guy who what have we spent? $1 billion? He's a guy who you can't say anything about. He's a perfectly politically correct. He's handsome. He's smart. He's intelligent. He's black. He's everything. They put all of the chips here. If you can't win with a progressive platform from Barack Obama, you can't win with progressives in the United States.
I think there's a lot to that. I mean, we don't know if Sarah Palin is going to be this, Reaganite transformative figure as a reformer.
Right.
I mean, there's time to tell on that. But I think I agree with you entirely. There are several reasons why this has happened. One is the press hates to be surprised.
Yes.
And it doesn't know what to do when it's surprised. It just floods the zone. It ignores all of the previous rules. It gets on this feeding frenzy thing. But another thing is, look, presidential elections in the last 40 years have basically become the front-line battles in the culture war. And Sarah Palin represents an idea, a counter-narrative about women, about religion, about life in America that drives the cultural left batty.
Okay.
And they're terrified of her.
Jonah, thank you very much. We'll talk to you again.